All right, so this is a notes video for 7th grade. If you're an 8th grader, you do not need to be watching this. This is the 7th grade video, and your topic is going to be absolute value. So you need to be copying these notes completely in either your math notebook or your loose leaf paper that I told you need to have. All right, so absolute value. So the first thing that I want you to understand is, what is absolute value? So we are going to talk about the definition of absolute value. So the definition of absolute value is the number of spaces a digit is from 0. Okay, and digit should also be digit slash number, I guess, because it could be more than one digit. So the number of spaces a digit slash number is from 0. And you can write out the word 0 if you want. I make my zeros like a 0 with a line through it. So what does that mean? Well, that means that we are going to be looking at a number line. So let's say that you and your friends want to go to eat dinner somewhere, and you guys are right here in the middle, and then you have 2 restaurants to choose from. So this right here is going to be restaurant A, and this right here is going to be restaurant B. So you need to figure out which restaurant is closer, because you'd rather go to the closest restaurant. So in between each of these tick marks, it's going to be 1 unit. So let's say that you guys are currently at 0. Okay? So if you want to go to restaurant A, how many units or blocks or spaces away is that from where you're currently at? Well, you go 1, 2. So it is currently 2 units or 2 spaces away from 0. So then let's look at restaurant B. Restaurant B is 1, 2. 2 units away from 0. Okay, so what does this mean in regards to absolute value? Well, what that means is that when you have absolute value, it is never negative. It's always positive, because you can't be negative 2 blocks away. You're either 2 blocks away or you're not. Okay, so when we see absolute value, it's going to look like this. It's either going to be 2 brackets with a number in there. We're using a variable right now. Okay, so this would be the absolute, this is how you read this, the absolute value of A. Okay, or you're going to see something that looks like this, the absolute value of negative A. And that's how you'd read that. Okay, so now let's put this into actually using it. So if I said, and this is going to be our practice, if I said, what is the, and we're going to use the brackets, absolute value of 3. What is the absolute value of 3? What it's asking is, how many spaces away from 0 is the number 3 on a number line? Well, if we have a number line, and I'm just going to draw this on here really quick, and I've got 0 here, and then I have 1, 2, and 3, it's going to be 1, 2, 3 spaces away from 0. So what is the absolute value of 3? The answer is 3. So 3 spaces away from 0. Now, I told you that absolute value can never be negative because you can't be negative spaces away from 0. Either you're 3 spaces or you're not 3 spaces. So if I were to say, what is the absolute value of negative 5? What is the absolute value of negative 5? Well, again, if we have a number line, and I've got 0, -1, -2, -3, -4, and -5, how many spaces is it from 0 to -5? Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 5 spaces. So what is the absolute value of -5? The answer is 5. So the main thing that you need to remember is absolute value is always positive. Okay, so even if this number inside these brackets is negative, the answer is going to be positive. This is really easy because whatever number's in the bracket, that's your answer, and make it positive. So if there's a 3, absolute value of 3, your answer is 3. If it's absolute value of -5, your answer is positive 5. If it's absolute value of -210, the answer is a positive 210. If it's what is the absolute value of 1,000,000, your answer is a positive 1,000,000. So whatever number is in this bracket is going to be your answer, and just make sure it's positive. Don't ever make it negative. All right, that is it for the notes for today. So you're going to read through these notes. You might need to pause the video, go back, make sure you write them completely down. Take a picture, okay? Take a picture of your notes. Make sure it's clear and not blurry. Make sure there's enough light. Make sure that I can read your writing, and then make sure you upload the correct file, okay? And you are going to upload your picture file showing that you wrote down your absolute value notes, and that is your assignment for today. There are many of you who have not yet finished your work from Monday and Tuesday. After you finish this, you have a 90-minute class period. You need to be working on any missing work from the IXLs on Monday or the assignment from yesterday with the grid paper. So once you're finished with this, you need to work on those. Once you've finished all assignments from the week, then you are finished. All right, guys, have a great day.